guys, so today's video is going to be a first impressions on the Lancôme Teint Idole Ultra Cushion Foundation. It is just recently launched in Australia. Lancôme was pretty much the first company to come out with the concept of a cushion foundation. I've definitely had a play with the Lancôme Miracle Cushion Compact, which was their first one that they came out with. I can't remember how much I paid for this one. I think the recommended retail price was about $67. I'm not too sure. When I find out, I'll definitely leave the price down for you guys down below, and also where I got it from. The other thing with this one is I've also tried the Teint Idole Ultra 24-hour foundation as well, so I feel like I can definitely get a few different comparisons here and there. I'm just going to read on the Lancôme site as well as the Sephora site what it actually says about this foundation and what it claims. So it says here, the cushion is 3 years of research in the making. Teint Idole Ultra Cushion boasts a patented double matrix technology. So the thing with this foundation is it says that it's actually high coverage, which is very strange for a cushion foundation, because I'm not sure if you felt the texture of normal cushion foundations. They're quite lightweight and usually you cannot get a full coverage with it. Usually a light to medium coverage foundation, so to claim that it has a high coverage is something that's definitely quite exciting. It just says it glides easily onto skin, leaving an even natural matte finish. So that's also another thing that I'm going to test out, and I'm very excited about it as well, because again, usually with light to medium coverage foundations, they tend to have a more dewier, fresh look. The only thing that I find with Lancôme foundations is that they do oxidize a fair amount. So let's just get straight into it. I'm going to read like a couple of things along the way anyways, but I'm just going to show you the packaging. Okay, so it also says here, in case you guys want to know, it is oil free and SPF 30 in Australia. I know that in America it is SPF 50, but obviously being underneath the Australian sun, SPF rate is a lot lower here. I'm just gonna open it. So as you guys can see, I think there's the refillable there, and then there's the actual compact. The compact is actually beautiful. So it features like a really nice gold lid here. So it comes with the packet like that. I'm just going to open it. Just looks like this. And it comes with a little puff sponge, which they recommend to apply with as well. The cushion does feel quite nice, although I will be applying it with a brush today. I'm just going to go ahead and just see if I can just press this in. Okay, so that was really easy. So I'm not sure if you guys can see, it's a very different texture. It doesn't actually look like a cushion in here. I'm just going to show you guys. It sort of looked like mesh plastic or something like that, and as you can see, it's completely bare. So when you press on it, I'm guessing product will come out. I'm just going to press down on it to see if I can get some product. The texture definitely feels very lightweight and is blending really easily on the back of my hand. But before I use the foundation, the first thing that I'm going to use is a foundation primer. This is just the basic one from Mercier. I'm actually going to be putting it all over my face. I know a lot of YouTubers do the half with primer, the half without primer, but honestly I would not wear a foundation without primer anyways. So yeah, this one isn't like oil control, blah blah blah, anything like that. It's just a basic primer that's meant to do what a primer is meant to do. I would always recommend to use a primer no matter what. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that all over the face. So just about this amount. So the brush that I'm going to be using today is the Morphe M439 brush. It's a very nice compact brush. You can tell it will just blend foundation quite easily. Not going to use a sponge today because I feel like that will just take up way too much product. And there's not too many mils in this one as well. It's 13 grams, so like 13 mils. And the standard foundation size is 30 mils, so it's not even half that, and I definitely don't want to waste a product. Not sure if you guys can see, so just dabbing in there like that. I'm just going to use what's there. Okay, so I'm going to be starting on this side. Just going to be doing a few dots. And the shade that I got was 04 Beige Miel. Pretty sure. So I'm just going to start buffing that in. I love the smell of this foundation. It smells like the other Lancôme foundations. I don't know how to describe it. It just smells pleasant. It definitely has a fragrance to it, so if you guys don't like things that have a smell to it, you might not like this one. It smells just like the normal Teint Idole 24-hour foundation. I love the smell though, so that's definitely a plus for me. I feel like I don't have any more product on here. I'm just going to dip some more into this compact and press down to get more product and just apply. Just definitely going to concentrate on the areas that I've got some blemishes or redness, so just a little bit around the cheek area, definitely between the brows. So I'm more like pressing it on and just buffing in. It blends so flawlessly, and I'm pretty happy with the colour because I wasn't sure which colour I would be. So I'm just going to do the other side. I've just finished off doing the face. It took like no time at all. I guess this is one pump, I would say. It's hard to tell. This is one sort of light layer. My skin still looks like skin. Like it still looks very, very natural. With a matte finish, you can definitely still see a little bit of redness showing through. It's definitely clung to some of the dry patches that was on my chin here. Actually, I don't know if the camera's picking it up properly, but it has gone slightly darker. So what I'm going to do is see if I can build on this foundation to get it even more of a full coverage, because at the moment it's a really nice medium coverage. I'm finished with the foundation and I love how it looks. It makes my skin look flawless. It has covered up pretty much all the redness and the blemishes. Little to no transfer, which is really, really good. Like, even though it's a matte foundation, it doesn't feel like it's dried out my skin. Yes, I really, really like it. It's a matte finish, but I still somehow feel like my skin still looks fresh in a way. I think I got a really nice full coverage with it. It doesn't look cakey at all. It doesn't look cakey. It honestly, like, you can still see my skin peeping through. I'll just zoom you guys in a little bit. So that's just what my skin looks like at the moment. You can still see, obviously, with the dry patches, it has clung just a tiny little bit. Covered up my blemishes pretty well without any concealer. Still looks like my skin. Like, I'm really impressed right now. The only thing that I'm going to test is the long wear and obviously to see how it lasts throughout the day. So I'll definitely give you guys some updates. I'm just going to complete the rest of my makeup, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to take some photos with flash and without flash to see how my skin looks, keeping in mind that it is SPF 30. So this is without flash, and my skin's looking really good. Just looks completely normal, but then with flash I did get a tiny little flashback. But yeah, I might not wear this foundation for a night out. So yeah, I'm just going to finish doing the rest of my makeup and I'll be back. Okay, so I just finished doing my makeup. It is nearly 11 o'clock now. I probably have had the foundation on for about 40 or so minutes now. I felt like it was pretty easy to blend out everything on my skin as well. My eyelash glue is still drying, but yeah, I've just got somewhere to go and a few things to do today, so I will be back in a couple of hours to see how everything is going. But yeah, so far loving it. Hey guys, I'm back and it is 4:45 at the moment. So I've had the foundation on for a good 6 hours already, so maybe 6.5 hours. What I can see so far is I'm definitely oily in between my brow zone. So my oil flow started showing through my nose first, which is quite normal for my foundations to do. My chin's not too bad at all. Everywhere else has really stayed intact. It is just these areas. I've scratched my nose a little bit. Nothing's worn off at all, which I'm really impressed about. So what I'm going to do is, where is it? Okay. What I'm just going to do is touch up with this, and I'm going to use the little sponge that comes with it. So obviously this is the kind of foundation that you would take with you for on the go. I wouldn't think of bringing a brush. I would just want to use the sponge that comes with it, just convenience wise. So I'm going to touch up with this. Usually I would touch up with a powder. Tap a little bit of that foundation on the sponge, just like that. So I don't know if this is gonna work. Yeah, so it definitely adds coverage. I don't know if I like the concept of it being a liquid, because I would just touch up with powder. I mean, this is okay though. I'm definitely still looking quite oily. So I'm going to take Nars Pressed Powder in Beach with a big fluffy brush from Artiste. Just going to add a little bit of that and just set it through my T-zone, because I don't feel like my cheeks need it at all. So I'm pretty much matte again, and I'll just zoom you guys in just so you guys can see the result of even more added foundation to touch up and powder. So that's just how the skin's looking there. Really not bad at all. Alright, all good. So I'll just see you guys in the next update. Hello everyone. So I am back with my very last update for you guys tonight. It's currently 8:50 at the moment, so nearly 9 o'clock. So I think I've had the foundation on for over 10.5 hours now, which is definitely a long enough time to tell whether or not if I like a foundation. Definitely has faded along the cheek here, a little bit around my chin. Forehead, it hasn't really come off around my forehead, but I think maybe that's because I touched up. Overall it's faded, but it doesn't look bad at all. I feel like it's faded pretty evenly across the whole of my face. Just a little bit oily through here again, through my nose. Honestly, that's just what I expect anyways. Yeah, I'd definitely be happy with it. Like, I don't want to talk too soon, but I am very impressed with this foundation. It's like first impressions, wearing this all day, not expecting much from a cushion foundation, but then again, the reason why I was so excited to try this foundation in the first place was because it sounded opposite to what the other cushion foundations usually are. So definitely is matte. Might not keep me completely matte through there, but something like an oil controlling primer can definitely help that. I've had this on for so long and really, like, I'm very impressed with how my skin still looks. It's faded. It doesn't look bad though. It looks good and I'm really happy with that. So what should I give this foundation out of 10? I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it an 8.5. Yeah. I feel like for anyone who's been skeptical of cushion foundations like myself, for people with combination skin, I would give this a go. It is obviously a little bit more on the pricier side, but if you're going to try any cushion foundation, I would 100% recommend this one because I'm so happy with it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm just going to go wash this off now, and I can't wait to see you guys next. Bye!